We played Randi Zuckerberg, the sister of Mark Zuckerberg. Her video, she had a pro crypto song called "We're All Gonna Make It."
We're not gonna
take it. Right. She's got a new song. I don't know what this is a reference to. I'm not super up on pop music, unfortunately. Maybe somebody else can identify this, but it's a new song, and I think it's the perfect way to start our discussion about the cratering prices of cryptocurrencies.
Here we go. Prepare the crane.
It's changing, we're improving the system. Power to the people, give them Ethereum. You want some art, a crypto kitty with a twist. You wanna meet a VIP. You wanna shop the constitutions on your list. Well, smart contracts make it be. To make a deal, to take a loan, send us some code, send some code. What you owed is clearly known, 'cause it's stored in the code. If you want a contract flow, you need Ethereum to write the terms, to make them go. You need Ethereum. You need Ethereum.
All right, I think we got it. So I was thinking throughout that, should Sia and David Guetta, who
we did Titanium,
Titanium,
the source to the track.
Should they like sue for copyright? But at the same time, pretty much every celebrity has their own Bored Ape, so I'm sure they're all down for it.
Yeah, they're probably pumped about this. They're like, oh yeah, great, like let's do more Bitcoin shit.
I mean,
Twisted Sister wanted to. At least Dee Snider said he wanted to sue her over that. I don't think he. Yeah, I don't think you can. Parody is sort of covered unless she's making money from it, which I don't think she's like released it for.
Well, that's the thing, right? I mean, this is just a theater kid who's also a crypto weirdo who has a lot of money, maybe from her brother, but maybe independently from the opportunities she got from her brother. Just living out her dreams of making music videos and then making everybody that works with her work on it. That's what this is.
So to be clear, so Randi Zuckerberg is the performer. Like she's singing, not Hila The Killa. So Hila The Killa must be the producer. But
and she is the former director of market development and spokesperson for Facebook. I wonder how she got that job. And a sister of the company's co-founder and CEO, Mark Zuckerberg. Prior to working at Facebook, she was a panelist on Forbes on Fox. As of May 2014, she is the founder and CEO of Zuckerberg Media, editor-in-chief of Dot Complicated, a digital lifestyle website, creator of Dot. Maybe I've heard of that. I don't know. An animated television show about a young girl who uses technology to enhance both her educational experiences and recreational activities.
Oh God, the more I learn, it's just like the song already sucked the soul right out of my body, and this is just like the more I learn.
She's also pumping and promoting a lot of different crypto projects.
That's the thing, right? Binder, there was a time like, they just to jump in there. I just want to say, like, you made that point about that she's not making money off this. Well, I mean, she's using it to promote stuff that she is making money off of, right? Like I mean, I think it should follow into fair use. I'm all for expanding fair use, but let's be real. She's doing this to promote bullshit that makes her money.
Right. I'm just saying, like, in terms of parody, copyright laws,
absolutely.
As long as you're not making money directly from the sales of the song, I wonder if that would cover it. She probably is covered.
I feel like
either way, she's probably covered. Even if she was found running afoul of copyright law or something, I'm sure she's fine.
I feel like you can make a fair argument that there is no one who's going to like buy Ethereum based on this video. So how can it technically be promotional?
You're right. It's just it just is a rich person who has too much time on their hands. Can you imagine working for that for her? And it's just like the entire thing is self-serving. One, it's self-serving because she's trying to promote Ethereum, which I'm sure she has a ton of. That's all crypto promotional videos are, and these events that we're seeing that the Miami Marlins are doing. It's just to pump up people who are behind the scenes who already have a ton of crypto and want that price to go up since it's been crashing, as you know, Binder.
They're looking for new suckers, although the baseball, like in the team thing, becomes important too when it comes to like the Luna crash, because they had a deal with the Nationals that I think they still have to honor. So yes. you're going to be hearing, anyone who goes to like Nationals games, they're still going to be hearing about like Luna and TerraCoin for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, just as the crash was really like diving down yesterday, the Washington Nationals from their official Twitter account tweeted out a Crypto 101 explainer video sponsored by Terra, and the video proceeded to explain how what a great investment crypto is.
Yeah, I have
sponsored by the company that literally is going under.
Yeah, that people are talking about shared. I don't know how I'm going to keep my house. This is this tweet. If you can put this up here. Yeah. This is a sick society. Crypto 101. You have questions, we got answers.
From the Washington Nationals. Just another reason to hate them, by the way.
Crypto 101, presented by Terra. Cryptocurrency is not paper money. Cryptocurrency is native to the internet.
That was the Howard Schultz talking point. But this is the crazy thing about this.
Interspersed with highlights of Nationals players hitting grand slams.
Hitting a baseball.
This is
it's like empty bleachers. Are they not like a popular team? The emptiest I've ever seen.
They're really bad now. They suck, so they kind of have the waning attendance.
Yeah. They needed Bored Apes in the audience. Why not catching the fly ball? Because then you would have to ask permission probably from the owner of those apes, right? If you wanted to use them, because that's the whole reason that people are going to be eventually making millions off of the images that they purchase.
I mean, in many ways, I think it's appropriate that their bleachers are like 99% empty, considering what happened to the cost of Luna over the past 2 days. It's like the video has a lot of layered metaphors in that sense now.
And it's good the bleachers are empty, because pull up that tweet I just sent to you guys. It's good the bleachers are empty for us, because then you get to see on the emblems on the chairs in the stadium are also the Terra logo. Like Terra's literally sponsoring like the stadium or something like that. There's ads and their logo all over the baseball field, stadium and field.
I think they're also, and this might not be correct, but it's what I've been hearing, that as part of their like promotional deal, they were supposed to start taking like Terra at the park for like in exchange for normal like stuff. So like this was all, of course, based on the idea that UST was going to stay pegged to the dollar, or Luna or whatever was going to stay worth more than $1. And so now, at some point it's going to be like you can pay $10 for a hot dog at, Washington National Stadium, or like 70 billion Terra coin for the same hot dog. So, I mean, that's going to be a great deal or a terrible deal.
Right. And the thing here too is that with Terra, it's like, okay, so people are probably more familiar with the stablecoin Tether, which is the one you hear about a lot because it's supposed to be backed 1-for-1 to the US dollar. So every one Tether that's printed up, there should be $1 in Tether's bank that backs that value. That we've found out through, I believe the New York Attorney General went after them. We found out that's not the case, and they admit to that not being the case anymore. But that is supposed to be how a stable coin works. It's supposed to not be volatile. So when people move money around on the crypto market, they're able to at least move it without it fluctuating when they go from one volatile crypto to another. But with Terra, it's an algorithmic stable coin. And basically how this works is it is pegged to $1 by the value of its sister coin, Luna. So basically, when Luna becomes valuable, people who hold Luna are incentivized to basically back up Terra and vice versa. And that's how Luna price rises and Terra price stays pegged to $1. Like the idea though that like the original idea for stablecoin, okay, it's at least backed by like the US dollar. Technically the idea, again, we know that's not true.
Yeah, it was all lies, but yeah.
Yes, but the algorithmic stablecoin on its face, I don't know how it's just not even just like the most straightforward basic explanation of a Ponzi. You have a
they're two pyramid schemes working together, hand in hand.
yes, you have something with no intrinsic value backing up the value of something also with no intrinsic value. And when one is failing, the other with no intrinsic value is supposed to back it up. And I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. And I think this is how this all went down.
I mean, absolutely. But that's also just like the holy grail / philosopher's stone of like the speculative crypto market, that you can create value out of nothing but some code. That you can create like literal monetary value, not through like a product or through selling a service or good, but just by like, numbers interacting with other numbers in a way that like automatically balance each other, as opposed to like, backing it with gold or backing it like Tether is doing with a series of like IOUs plus like some money, who knows at this point. And I think that appeals to people who have like that like high level of techno fetishism, because it's like supposed to be truly decentralized. That's in like, it's not bound to like the dollar at all. But, it's just, you can't create that kind of value out of nothing.
All right. And we were talking before the second half started, Brendan. We were talking about the founder of Terra and Luna, Do Kwon. And yeah. he's a really interesting guy. He's been making fun of for months anyone who hasn't, who didn't believe in his Terra Luna project, basically saying, I have fun staying poor. Apparently, the people who did believe in him will unfortunately have fun staying poor because they've lost a lot of money. People are really, and of course, I want to be quite clear here, because I saw people on Twitter saying like, oh man, that's you now. No, I mean, it's not actually. Do Kwon will be just fine. I'm sure he's cashed out numerous times as he was telling everybody else to buy in. He probably is very wealthy. The people who will hurt the most won't be Do Kwon. It'll be the people who bought into what he was selling. And they were Luna influencers as it was dropping, like as it like went from like 80 to 40, like say like, oh, this is your one chance. This is your one chance.
Buy the dip.
Yeah, buy the dip. And then you have Do Kwon out there saying, trying to protect the stable coin Terra by saying when it dipped to like 90, it's supposed to be pegged to $1. He's like, oh, don't worry, steady lads. He said, steady lads. We're gonna, unleash some capital, talking about how Luna and Terra work together, and we'll fix this. It'll be back up to $1 in no time. Well, guess what hit $1? Not Terra, Luna did, the one that was formerly worth $80. So those people who bought in at 40 now have a value of $1, and Terra is like, last I checked, it was maybe, what was it, 10, 20 cents? I can't remember now.
I think that it's even, so like in order to try to balance out the cost of Terra and get it back to peg to $1, they have to keep buying and selling. They have to keep printing more, essentially Luna coins, in order to get the ratio back to whatever ratio it's supposed to be. And so last time I checked, the price of Terra UST coin was going up and was about at 0.8, 80 cents to $1, obviously. And the price of Luna was down to like, pennies essentially, as they kept printing more. But last time I checked too, they had to basically, and this might not be the proper nomenclature because like the crypto industry has a lot of stuff going on, they had to shut down the Terra chain essentially, because there were so many Luna out there, and it's a governance token, and they were so cheap that it was now becoming possible that somebody could just essentially buy up enough of the Luna out there to have a dominant stake in this, and then like drain people's accounts of some other, either real money or fake money or 8 pictures, who knows at this point. But they had to like do a basic chain shutdown by having all of the validators agree to like stop it at some point, which again, speaks to the volatility of this market. But people like it, I guess,
right.
until it doesn't work.
So as of right now, Terra, that's the stable coin that's supposed to be pegged to $1, is 36 cents, and wow. Luna, which was formerly, I think its high was like 80 something, is now a little bit more than a penny.
Oof,
yeah, and let's just zoom out for folks. Let's just zoom out for folks who, when they hear terms like stable coins, they don't know what that means, and they don't need to because it's all lies anyway. But the important thing is that, as Bloomberg reported, 40% of Bitcoin holders are underwater right now, and that's worse for the people who've got in the previous 6 months when all this advertising shit has been going on. So you have people that look to, I mean, it's one thing if people look at like the Bitcoin boosters on Reddit and like decided to make some speculations, like, but when you have like the Los Angeles Lakers arena being called Crypto.com arena, and you have Matt Damon and Spike Lee and Steph Curry and all these people saying like this is actually like sound investment and a way to secure your future. All of those people that were persuaded by that stuff are screwed now.
Yep.
And there should be a huge scandal, in my opinion. And there, like a lot of particularly heads at talent agencies that push this stuff on to celebrities, heads need to roll.